And after years of controversy and uncertainty, the Nigerian government has officially pulled the brakes on the Nigeria Air project, once touted as the country's long-awaited national carrier. Announcing the decision, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, said the Nigerian government will no longer invest public funds in establishing a national airline. Instead, the government is shifting its focus to strengthening local airline operators through policy reforms. Now, TV360 correspondent Okpeyemi Owosheni has more details in this story on the next report.
What was once branded as Nigeria's ticket to global aviation, Nigeria Air, is now firmly off the runway. First announced in 2018, the project has been marred by controversies around transparency, stakeholder exclusion, and an unpopular partnership deal with Ethiopian Airlines. The airline barely took off before it was hit by legal blocks and strong industry resistance. In 2025, the Tinubu administration pulled the plug completely. Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo now says no more government money will be spent on a national carrier, adding that the government is implementing reforms to make it easier for local airlines to survive and thrive, starting with policy shifts like simpler aircraft leasing insurance, which could make flights more affordable in the long run.
Like I told you, when and I'm sure this is no longer a secret, plans are afoot to pull down the old airport in Lagos and build a brand new one. And I told her, when they first brought the first BOQ to me, I said, no, we're not going to build vacancy. Take this BOQ back and make sure, let's do it once about making a smart airport. We cannot build an airport now and then we are cutting the tape and it's 10 years behind already in terms of technology. In terms of being smart, I said we'd rather be 10 years ahead and let it, because we know Nigeria, after doing this in the next 40 or 60 years, nobody will touch the airport again. It's our culture in Africa.
For industry experts, the scrapping of Nigeria Air is long overdue.
That project was a sham. It was not properly positioned to help and fix the problem of Nigeria, and it was not positioned to be a Nigerian carrier. Or the carrier, but the carrier having the national carrier status, while actually was going to benefit some few individuals who had come behind to sign a deal and give themselves the shares. Again, Ethiopian Airlines was just going to use that airline as a feeder airline to its own to Ethiopian airline network. So that's not the kind of national carrier we want.
Good development, noting the present day challenges of Nigeria as a nation, knowing that there are so many important things that to be distracted with these, if I can use the word humongous project, because it would take a lot to start off an airline at this time.
But even with policy reforms, Nigeria's aviation sector will still face tough headwinds.
Because most airlines don't buy outrightly, most, except those that are usually supported by government, so they lease. So if our airlines or domestic investors can easily enter into a leasing contract to have aircraft, that really helps. So that is the start point.
I am surprised as of today, nobody has been taken to the dock concerning the Nigerian Air project. That was an embarrassment to Nigeria. That was a fraud. And that was the height of deception. When you do not punish people for behaving badly because they're in a public office, then you're encouraging others to also do the same. There must be consequences for actions taken. Bad actions, I may say, because when you swear an oath to be the minister, to be the president, your first priority is to defend the interest of the country. That was thrown to the dogs under the immediate past Minister of Aviation.
The government says it is not closing the door on the idea of a national carrier altogether, but any future attempt must be investor-driven and truly beneficial to Nigerians. Until then, all eyes are on local operators to rise to the challenge. Okpeyemi Owosheni, TV360 News, Lagos.